Hey guys, welcome back to another book review. Today we will be reviewing Skandar and the Skeleton Curse by A.S. Stedman. Now this is the fourth book in the series and the fourth book I've reviewed overall. So if you haven't done it yet, go watch my other book reviews and then come back and watch this one. Just a little heads up, there will be some spoilers about the book in this video. So if you don't want spoilers, I'll give you 5 seconds to click off. Now let's lose ourselves in another book review. Now let's start at the start. So as we look at the front cover, we have Skandar and his unicorn. We have Rex down there. I'm pretty sure it's Rex. If I'm wrong, do correct me in the comments. We have the golden title and A.S. Stedman down here. The one thing, and I said this about in my last book review, these fake stickers, they do my head in. But other than that, great cover, yet again. On the side, we've got the title, Earth Element, and A.S. Stedman. On the back, we have another Earth Element, lightning. I do love how all the books says lightning on it. I think that's so cool. And with the blurb, here's the blurb if you would like to read it, and the 4 books. So that is the front cover. I like on this cover where like Skandar's shooting the element out his hand. I think that's pretty cool, and how like up here there's a element animal. I forgot what they're called. So that is the front cover for Skandar and the Skeleton Curse. On this one, I don't have the sprayed edges, but on my hardback I do. I've got my green sprayed edges on the hardback. The only difference, again, with the hardback is that if you take the jacket off, there is a golden pattern. I love these. I think when I take the jacket off and put it on my shelf, it just looks so pretty. So I love how they do this. My one is signed, but obviously I brought it signed. If you didn't, unless you got it signed by her, you brought it signed, won't be signed. And then we have the map. The only difference, the only new things on this one is the Song of School, the library quarter, and the Everhart Tree House. I'm pretty sure, but if I'm wrong about that, please correct me. So they are the front covers. This is the front cover for the Skandar and Skeleton Curse. So in this book, it's a lot for Skandar. This book is amazing. I really love this book. So in this book, right, Rex Manning is the commander of chaos. And he's putting these very strict rules on the Eyrie. Loads of people are getting kicked out. So Skandar and Flo, Bobby and Mitchell decide they've had enough. They're just going to leave. But obviously Flo's a silver. So Rex Manning is like, Bobby, Mitchell and Skandar, you can leave. But Flo, you have to stay. Because obviously she's a silver. But they don't. They run off. And they go to they go here. For a little while. Because they went there in the last book for one of their tests. For one of the trials. So they go there. And they spend quite a bit there. Trying to figure out what to do. Because Kenna is putting this curse on these people. So Kenna, right? Erica Everhart. In the last book, Kenna sees her die. There's no body left, just ashes. As soon as her forged bond is broke, because of how much energy is being sucked from the bonded unicorn. So Kenna's scared that will happen to her. But in the last book, her mum told her the only way she can survive, because the only reason Erica Everhart didn't die before is because she had a bonded unicorn. So that slowed the process of the energy being sucked out of her from the bonded unicorn. But Kenna doesn't have that. But she doesn't have her destiny unicorn, though Skandar can bond it to her, but in this book he doesn't, and she doesn't get a destiny unicorn. Again, I'm just waiting for her to get a destiny unicorn. But Kenna has to take a life of 5 unicorns to complete the skeleton curse. She has to suck the energy, basically, out of the bonds, and then the unicorn will die because of it. And then after she does that, for the 5 things, she will live forever, basically. She won't die because of the bonded unicorn. She can still die from like normal things, but the bonded unicorn won't kill her. And she has the bone staff from the second book, from the first rider's bone staff, made out of the unicorn queen's bones. So she's putting all that energy into that. But once she takes that energy from the unicorn, from that element, all the people in that element get turned, the unicorns get turned wild, and then the riders get turned into skeletons. So that's going on while Skandar is on the run. So there's a lot going on in this book, but that's what makes it good. That's like thickens the plot of what's going to happen, which I really enjoyed. This book is amazing. Love this book. I say that about all the Skandar series, but they're just that good. Like, I have to. So, but also Skandar decided he's going to, Agatha and other spirit wielders are training Skandar to win the Chaos Cup, because he thinks if he wins the Chaos Cup, takes the power away from Rex Manning, then and he can make all spirit wielders obviously legal. So he's training, he's doing that. And then they go to sign up for the Chaos Cup. And Flo goes with him. Skandar's trying not to make her come. She's like, telling her it's too dangerous, you'll get taken to the Silver Stronghold, because they're on the run, because Flo is obviously a Silver. Flo and Skandar and their friends go to sign up for the Chaos Cup, sign Skandar up for the Chaos Cup. And while they're there, Flo is surrounded and is taken back to the Silver Stronghold. And she goes, and Skandar tries to get her back, but he's like, she's just leave it. Doesn't want him to get hurt. And I really liked in this book because it explains how Flo leaves Skandar, but she leaves it proudly. She's not oh no, blah blah blah. She's head up high and she just walks out there, which I love Flo. She's such a her character has so evolved during this book, from the first book where she was really shy to this book where she's a confident, oh, you're not going to tell me what to do, blah 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 kind of character. So her character is very obviously very evolved through these 4 books. But Skandar's worried about Flo. She's like, oh my god, and obviously trying to stop Kenna for the skeleton curse and trying to also win the Chaos Cup. So there's a lot on Skandar's shoulders, and they're Bobby and Mitchell are if you win the Chaos Cup, we can stop Kenna, we can get Flo back. Just win the Chaos Cup. So Kenna does some more. Kenna obviously needs to get the 5 elements, and the only spirit wielder of a unicorn is Skandar. So that's also on Kenna's mind, I'm gonna have to kill my brother's unicorn. How am I gonna do that? But we'll get back to that later. So Skandar goes to the Chaos Cup and is ready to win. He goes through and he wins, yeah? But then Kenna comes and pops this bubble and she's about to take Skandar's unicorn, but she just can't do it. Like, I don't know, she just can't do it. So after they have like a little heated conversation, like an argument, and then she just leaves, right? She leaves. She can't take Skandar's unicorn's life. And after all that chaos from, like, obviously in the space of 5 minutes, Skandar's won the Chaos Cup. Kenna's come, almost took his unicorn's life, but then she didn't, showing that she's still got good in her. And when all the debris settles from, like, the bubble that she's created of it, Rex, Manning and Flo will come out of the debris. And Flo says, "Skandar Smith, you are under arrest for being the Weaver's son." And I was shocked. I'm like, what? That is crazy. Like, no joke, I was so shocked. I was like, you can't. My favourite characters went Kenna, Flo, Skandar. I'm like, not my two favourite characters. Not my two favourite characters turning evil. Like, Kenna's evil, and now Flo. Like, why are you doing this to me, A.F. Stedman? That just shows, if I'm getting this annoyed, just shows how good this book is. Right. And you would expect Skandar to be like, what? No, I'm not. But he's not. He's like, yes, I am the Weaver's son. And then Flo's like, I'm sorry, Scar. Like, tears running down her face. And then Skandar just turns to her and it's just like, you cannot call me that. Do not call me that. Like, that was a shocking ending. Then in the last chapter, it describes Skandar sitting in that prison. And do you know what? I literally screamed at this ending. We're actually sitting there and then there's just a blast. And there's Kenna is standing there, right? And she's just like, looks at him and is like, let's go win a war. I literally screamed, I'm like, yes, Kenna's back. Like, I knew she was not evil. So Flo may have turned evil, but Kenna's back. I was like, okay, if Kenna's back, it's fine. So the ending was like insane. And if you haven't done it yet, go read this book. Yet again, A.F. Stedman does it again. Great book. 10 out of 10. Always recommend. This is probably, it's really difficult to choose my favourite book of the Skandar series, but I did really enjoy this book. So, yet again, go read it. The book is for about 9+. The genres are adventure and romance. I do a little bit of romance, not much. It's a bit more between Flo and Skandar in this book. The romance is a bit more romance heavy, and obviously with Mitchell and Jamie. But if you haven't done it yet, like I say in every of my Skandar book reviews, go read the book. Go read the series. We'll always recommend this. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, bookworms!